Hola, amigos. So I call it a spiritual science project. So let me put you guys closer. So basically, what I'm doing is I have this incense, and this one is called Reiki. Now, I know I do this for a lot of people. I Reiki people and I use my energy for healing, but for myself, and a lot of times I keep forgetting how many attachments leech onto my energy and my being and my vessel. And I can definitely tell by my behavior sometimes that those are not my own. So, what I'm doing, and this is just a alchemical project, let's just say. I'm burning this incense and I'm going to collect the resin in my ceramic bowl. My intentions are really to clear and purge myself of all remaining attachments that I am not aware of, or things that, because I do hold remorse, I do hold shame, guilt, just like everyone else. But sometimes for me, repenting doesn't do it. I have to perform alchemy. So if you resonate with alchemy, I have this Reiki incense and I'm letting it flow onto me. The ashes that I'm going to collect, I'm adding to an old candle cup. And what I did with this, I won't show you guys the inside because it looks kind of yucky. But I basically wrote down all of my negatives, the things that I need to let go, things that I shouldn't be attached to, items that may have been a gift from someone that I didn't realize that their negative intentions are probably attached onto it. I also had a bottle of medications because there was a certain era where I had anxiety and things and such. And I just emptied the whole bottle into the cup too. Because I don't want to be that Aaron. I want to evolve and I want to expand myself. So once I have enough ashes here, I'm going to put those in my glass bowl as well. I want to seal this when I'm done. And I never want these attachments to ever come out again. So, in my thought process, my conscious process would be when I see this bowl, which I'm going to keep probably for eternity, it's going to remind me that all my negative attachments are going to be collected here. All of the darkness that my vessel has endured over so many years, not just now, you know, that's what I got to do because I find myself under spiritual attack so much. I also had like a B12 item that a friend gave me, but he has negative intentions. And, his vessel ain't good. So basically, like, because I know his presence had touched this, I'm burning sage, I'm lighting sage and such, and I'm just trying to, like, rid of all the karmic attachments of it. So this dropper that has the B12, I've noticed that he has touched this. A good friend, an old good friend of mine. So I'm gonna say goodbye to this too. So I'm gonna set you guys up. And I know this probably sounds a little bit crazy, but this is just my only form of mindful mental clarity that I need to physically look at, you know, my own science and my own endurances and my own things that, are beyond they were beyond my thought process. I would never have thought that these items and things of bad energy have been in my home. So I'm just adding everything to this. I just don't want any part of it. Now, of course, this little guy can't fit in here. So as a fun project, I have a piece of sage. Actually, let's burn the stick of the sage. Right? When this goes out, and I'm very careful what I'm doing. I have my ceramic bowl in case. When this goes out, actually, you know what? Let me just do it right here. Goodbye, attachment. So, that will remain in here. I'm going to throw it away. Ugh, the stories. There's so many things. There's items where I had items with me in people's homes. I want to get rid of that too. And I'm learning that this is alchemy, right? Yeah. So once I'm done with all of that, I'm going to seal this, right? Should probably put some sage in this bag too. I know it sounds crazy, you guys. I'm totally saying right now. But a lot of times, like, this is just what we have to. It's sort of like, it's just a fun way to extract the things in your head so that when you physically have these things done in front of you, you can acknowledge that I've already done this. It's behind me now. It is all behind me now. So, yay. I should actually trap the sage and then seal it up. How about that? So I'll do that later. Minus me just burning the bag. And I have my duct tape, so I'm going to seal this thing up. I'm going to put something beautiful and gold around it, so I'll show you guys that. All right, I'm back. So I have this beautiful fabric that I wore when I performed. And when I dance, I have so much joy, so much passion when I dance. So I'm just going to gracefully, beautifully drape this so that it, that everything that has been put in the dark is covered in this shield of light. That is just my science project, my creative art project for home while in quarantine. There was a moment in time. Oh, you guys, I gotta be very honest. There's a moment in time where I wasn't too happy about. It was a moment of depression, and everyone knows spirits. I don't smoke cigarettes, but there were times where I went to, but spirits is non-nicotine, so I thought, oh, okay, well, there's actually some benefits in tobacco once a month. But it was the purpose behind why I bought these at the time that I did have depression. And as a lot of people know, my brother passed last Halloween, and he smoked. And so as a coping mechanism through my depression with him, I was involved with having one a week which isn't bad. But also, my anxiety was off the Richter because his death, his funeral, me being laid off from my job, then a car accident. So it was like, oh, there's what I've learned about smoking cigarettes, not in a positive way, but what I've learned about the pranayama breathing, which is what they do in yoga, is what all this is. So in my mindset, I'm like, I can just do pranayama breathing, which is from the mouth and the nose, and then exhale. And then I started realizing my anxiety and stress was actually going away. They utilize an object to manipulate something that was very ancient, right? So you will go bye-bye, and the rest of them will go bye-bye too. I won't put that on camera, but that's just a little idea for you guys. We all are spiritual and very divine and beautiful, but we're human. But it doesn't mean our divine soul self isn't that opposition. See, this is our yin and yang, and this is the balance. And someone that came to me yesterday, and she said something in terms of, I'm in a lot of fear right now. I have a lot of panic about our situation. But I just said, but if it weren't for your vulnerability, surrendering to your darkness, giving into your darkness and temptation, you probably wouldn't be strong right now. So we need that, right? So I think I have enough of this. Whee! And this was it just came to me today that I need to do something fun because there's so much negativity right now, right? I'll save this for later. It smells good. I also have, I love having incense. I have, this is natural jasmine. This helps calm the body down. I use that for stress. I have lavender, and I have spiritual wisdom. So I use this when I meditate. And they're not even like I depend on them to do this work for me. It's more so that, I found some photos. It's more so that when I think consciously about these things, when I'm physically doing something, I'm consciously programming my own self. I'm using the art of hermetics. Look, I just found a white feather out of nowhere. So you go in there too. Another last thing I want to share with everybody. Actually, wait, let's put these ashes in here too. Since I just Reiki'd myself. It's easy to do this for others, but when it's yourself and you are a huge conduit of energy, you just gotta do whatever you gotta do. So this would be a smudge session. Imagine being me and I can do this for other people, but when it comes to myself, I have to go above beyond the cuckoo. So I actually had raw calcite. Actually, let me light this first. So I have a oil, this is a ceramic oil burner. And so you light your tea candles, the legit oil burners, people. So I'm curious to find out, and I smudged this with eucalyptus. So I have that there, and I'm curious to know, because honey calcite is what someone had given me as a gift. It helps bring motivation, helps break repetitive habits, behavior, protects against negative energy, creates balance between the sacral and solar plexus, which are always like our worst enemy. All of this. Hey, blue light. So I want to put these on top, and I want to monitor it just so I don't create a fire hazard. And if you are under 18 watching this, you must consult your parental permission before doing these things. So these yellow calcite, honey calcite, I just basically want to create a smudge session, a burning session, where I want to put all that negative energy that I had just collected, and I want to sort of emit positive. So it's just an art science experiment to myself that will help me mentally, go back to this from this day forward. So that way in the future, I don't blame myself. I don't have that shame and guilt that I carry, because things linger when we feel awful about certain things. That's just the way us humans are. So I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to finish off the last part of my the rest of the attachments that I have cleared from my home. And I hope you guys have a great day today. Be safe out there. If your areas are involved with the heavy activity of the situation that's going on in the world, just stay home. Stay home. Binge watch something on Netflix, eat popcorn, eat your favorite dessert, and be happy today. All right, everybody. Let me know what you think. This is all Alchemy 101.